What's up, Magical Misfits? Drew here, and today I'm going to be showing my jewelry collection, witchy jewelry. I had mentioned in some video somewhere along the lines, I don't remember, that I could do a video like this, and I got a positive response, so here it is. I would like to preface this by saying that it has taken me over a decade to amass this collection. Pieces come and go from my collection from time to time. Give away to friends, or I lose them, or what have you. I am also often gifted with jewelry, and I did work in a witchy metaphysical shop for several years and went to gem and mineral shows, so I was able to get really good prices a lot of times on my jewelry. Keep that in mind as we move forward. I will start with what I'm actually wearing at the moment. My first piece I'm wearing right now is my quartz crystal, and it has an iolite on it, and I just adore all the inclusions on it. Next is rings. I'm not wearing any bracelets today, but this is my moonstone. I got for my anniversary one year, I believe, from my husband. It was purchased at the Peddler and the Crow, a witchy metaphysical shop that I frequent in the next town over that my friend owns. This is a Moldavite ring that my husband purchased, and I believe he got it online. I have no idea. This was like 30 bucks. I have no idea how much this was. This was also somewhere around $30. It was also purchased at the Peddler and the Crow for an anniversary or something. It's labradorite. And this I got online. It wasn't very expensive at all. It wasn't even 20 bucks. It's a Tree of Life pentacle ring. It's my second pentacle ring that I've had. And since we're already talking about rings, we'll just stay in that vein, shall we? So this is copper goddess face. I purchased at Compass Rose years and years ago. My husband and I have a thing for copper, so copper is kind of a theme that runs through. If I can't get copper, I like sterling silver for, or white gold for most of the metal as far as the rings and the settings for the pendants and stuff, but if I can get copper, I'm good with that too. This is my amber ring. It is something that I purchased at Compass Rose while I was working there. I don't remember how much I paid for a lot of my jewelry that I purchased there. Some of the jewelry I purchased there, I was able to get at wholesale price, and some I had a discounted price because I was an employee. Here is my sugilite ring. It is a stone that I work with regularly for energetic protection, so I really love this piece. Here is my first pentacle ring that I had. Now I'm kind of gaudy when it comes to jewelry. I have my moments where I want delicate jewelry, but most of the time I'm really gaudy. I like big pieces and lots of them. So I'm the type of witch that will wear rings on every single finger and double up and do like knuckle rings. So I have several small rings that I wear in that way from time to time. Here is one of my little delicate pieces. It is an amethyst I got at Compass Rose. That sugilite was also purchased at Compass Rose. This is my poison box turquoise ring. It was a little bit more pricey than probably many of my pieces because it is a poison box. Again, I don't remember how much, maybe like 30 bucks. I don't remember. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. I like big, chunky pieces. So this is my turquoise that I typically wear. This ring was $50. I bought it at Compass Rose. And it's funny because the mineral will show signs of fatigue when I'm wearing it. It will actually start to get pale. Like you can see there are parts of it that are paler than others. It will become more pale as I wear it. And I don't know if that's sun exposure because it always goes back to normal once I take it off for a while. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm depleting the mineral, but it is a piece that I wear often. I like to wear this piece with my turquoise a lot. The band is a feather, and it is a piece of red jasper. I really love it. I just think it's so sweet. This is a piece that my husband actually bought for me before either of us were consciously walking our path at all. I just fell in love with it. I actually got it at a comic book convention, and I think it cost like $25, somewhere around there. This is a piece of agate. I cannot get more specific than that. It's a piece of agate. Here is my Larimar. It's shaped kind of weird, but Larimar is a pretty expensive stone, especially if you're going to get it in jewelry. So my husband found this somewhere online and got it for me. I love Larimar so much. Here is my rhodochrosite ring. It is cracked. This ring has been through a bunch. I've shared it. Like, it was mine, and then I shared it with my daughter, and then it came back into my possession. And so it's one of my favorite pieces. I wear it very often. Here is another Moldavite ring. I got this for maybe $20 at a Gem and Mineral show years and years ago. This is a piece that I made myself. I need to fix it. I used a 2-part epoxy to fix this Herkimer diamond to this band, but I used a 2-part epoxy that yellows. So I have one now that dries clear. It does not turn yellow. So I want to pop it off, scrape it up, and redo it one of these days. I just haven't gotten to it yet. This is a buffalo nickel set into a setting, obviously. And there is turquoise around it. I got it at a Gem and Mineral show. We paid a little bit of money for it, but I love it. Another Moldavite ring. This one has peridot in the setting, and I don't wear this one overly much. To me, the setting is really weird. I don't know. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Here is my fluorite ring. I got this at a shop called Down to Earth in Wilmington. It's about an 1.5-hour drive from here. And we paid a good amount. They have high prices in their store. Last time we go every year. And we check out that shop, and we check out a shop that sells beads, which you'll see later. But I would have walked out of there with at least one ring this year if I had $100 just laying around to spend, because they had some really beautiful pieces. They always do, but they're so expensive. This is the only ring I've ever bought from there. Here is my very first ever moonstone ring that I got. I love the setting so much. This is a sodalite ring that I also adore greatly that I got at Compass Rose. I got the moonstone at Compass Rose as well. This is a piece that came from a Gem and Mineral show. It is turquoise and red jasper. I really love this piece. This, I think there's supposed to be amethysts in the side, and it was sold to my husband online as if it was Larimar, but it is not. Maybe blue calcite. I don't know what that is, but it is not Larimar. And then I've got this little cutie. I actually got this. I live at the beach. We have lots of little knick-knack shops, and they sell beach towels and bathing suits and just anything beachy they shove in there. And this came from there. It was like $5. It is a piece of rose quartz, and it's just wire wrapped to this like plastic setting or whatever, but I actually love it and I wear it quite a bit. Next, we're moving on to earrings. So I have metal allergies. I can wear anything I want on my wrists, my ankles, and my fingers, but I cannot wear any kind of metal in my ears, like in my body or on my neck without having a reaction. And so I have gauged my ears up, which I probably would have done anyway, because surgical grade steel is the only metal I can put in my body. But I wear tunnels a lot, and then I can wear regular earrings in the tunnels, inside the tunnels. You guys will notice in my videos I have things dangling from my ears. That's part of the reason why I've gauged my ears up, so I can wear whatever I want in my ears without having an adverse reaction. So one of the things I dangle from my ear is this peacock feather. I love this. It's like a little spell bottle. I can fill it with anything I want, and the lid unscrews, and so I can have a little spell jar hanging on my ear. This is actually a pendant, but I most typically wear it as a earring. It is a piece of kunzite. It's a very, very, very pale pink stone. Here is my green man. I love him. He has the triple goddess symbol above his head, and in the center is a moonstone. Here is a goddess that I wear in my ear often. This was actually gifted to me by one of my dear soul sisters who just moved away, but it was hers and she gave it to me. This I got at Compass Rose. This I got at Compass Rose. A local jewelry maker made this and I got it. This is just something, these are just things that I just picked up. This also came from Compass Rose, I believe. I'm not sure on that, but either that or a Gem and Mineral show. Probably Compass Rose though. It's a Merkaba made of amethyst. I wear it from my ear all the time. This is something that was gifted to me, this piece, and it had something else hanging from it, but I switched it out. But this piece used to belong to Jonna Artemis Nightingale. She was a YouTuber who passed away last year, who was someone who I considered to be a friend. And after her death, her husband sent me some of her things, sent several people some of her things, but this is one of the things I got. It was actually a piece that she wore, but I switched out I think it was amethyst. No, there was a cage with a stone in it, and I switched it out for this seraphonite. But I wear that as an earring from time to time. So as I just mentioned, I wear gauges. I've gauged my ears up, so I wear plugs and tunnels and, you know, just big earrings in my head. And so I have these. They're reconstituted amber plugs. I have some amethyst plugs, though I'm missing one right now. It fell out while I was asleep, and I haven't found it yet. It's somewhere in my bedroom. I have this little cobweb, spider web. I only ever had one of him. And I've got these little moons. They're like new moons. I gauge my ears up and down between various sizes, so there's all different sizes of earring that can go in my ear. So there's these. I actually ordered these from a creator. She has an Etsy shop, and she makes these out of polymer clay, which inspired me, as you'll see. But I ordered these, and then these just came with the part that goes in your ear, and I put these turquoise on. I bought these ages ago at Compass Rose, and I used to just wear them mainly as a necklace, but I wanted them as earrings, but I couldn't because they were made of silver. But now, you know, I've made it to where I can wear them. There's these big mamas. They are huge. They are the biggest I own. I've only actually stretched one of my ears out big enough to fit these. And then I got inspired, and I have several earrings that I've made myself with polymer clay, but they're not all witchy. But these are my little moons that I made. These are my little skeletons I usually like to wear around Samhain. They're so cute. I made a cane with a skull in it, and then made the part to go in your ears. And these are my gargoyles. I love these so much, but they are so gigantic in my ears, like just sitting there on my ear. They're huge. So I may pop them off and use them in another application. I don't know, but I just think they're so adorable. I love them so much. But yeah, they are, at the moment, they're technically earrings. Okay, let's move on to bracelets. Here is, it's peridot. My husband bought that for me ages ago as a gift. It's very ornate. He sometimes buys me ornate things, which I think is lovely, but I don't wear it overly much. But yes, it's peridot. There's my Moldavite, also a gift from my husband. Bought many moons ago. One of my favorite all-time pieces. Love, love, love that piece. Here's my turquoise. I bought this myself, and I bought it at Compass Rose. And it probably cost a good little bit of money. Not a huge amount, but a little bit. Here is, it's just a quartz bracelet. I had a Herkimer one as well, and I lost it. Oh, it makes me so mad when I think about it. I'm gonna have another one day, but they're really expensive, and we got them at a gem and mineral show originally. So, you know, I paid maybe $10 for that, probably like $7, and then for the Herkimer one, paid maybe $12 at most. And if you try to go find a nice Herkimer diamond bracelet that's like this style, you're gonna pay usually, you know, $30 at the very least, and it's gonna be usually more than that. This is an amethyst bracelet that I bought at Compass Rose. I actually bought it for a relative as a gift for Christmas, but she stopped she didn't come that year, and she didn't come anymore. She ended up dying a year or two later. It was an aunt. So I just ended up keeping it for myself. This is my reconstituted amber bracelet I bought at Compass Rose. It's actually one of the first pieces I bought there. This is a Larimar bracelet that my husband got for me somewhere online. This is a rose quartz bracelet that my husband bought for me as a gift for anniversary, birthday, something like that. This was purchased from the Peddler and the Crow. This here is my opal bracelet. One of my opals fell out, as you can see, but I love this piece. It is actually a piece that was made by the Zuni tribe. I bought it at a gem and mineral show, and I paid probably 50 bucks for it, but I was happy to do so because it was going for a good cause. This, I'm not sure what it's made of exactly, but it called to me. I got it at Planetware, which is the sister store to Compass Rose where I used to work, and they've sort of blended them into one shop. They're one shop now, but my old boss lady actually made this, and I was very drawn to it, and I bought it. Here is my other Larimar bracelet, another gift purchased by my husband. I adore it, love it to bits. This is something I made. The actual bracelet itself was my grandmother's, my mother's mother, and it was a charm bracelet. But the charms that she had did not apply to me at all. They were charms of her children and like places they had lived and whatever. I pulled off the charms because it was left to me. I got it from my mom. And then I put my own charms on. So I've got like this claddagh to represent my husband and I, our marriage, our bond. You know, a 3-leaf clover for good luck and good fortune, a tree of life, and then the zodiac symbol for everyone. So my husband is a Taurus, our youngest is a Capricorn, our middle is a Scorpio, our oldest is an Aries, and I'm a Pisces. So the kids are in between us. And then you got this hodgepodge. Most of these little ones came from Compass Rose. Yeah, all of these came from Compass Rose originally. So I've got amber, I've got this really, really pale, pretty rose quartz. It looks like clear quartz, but it's not. It's rose quartz. And actually, if I put the clear quartz up to it, you can kind of, maybe, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you can tell the difference. This amethyst. Again, I had more of these. They broke, got lost. Like these all got broke at one point. Because it's just elastic band. So I had to restring them. So I had a rhodonite one and a quartz one. I think it was snow quartz. And they ended up becoming one because they both broke and I lost some beads. And so I just made them one bracelet. Same thing. This was an Amazonite. It broke. So I put some Larimar beads on it. So now it's Amazonite and Larimar, which I love. And then this fluorite one, when I restrung it, I ended up putting my tanzanite on there so that I could wear it more often. This is something I made from scratch. It looks like it's serpentine, garnet, and tiger eye. So for me, this is like a root chakra thing. This is something I got at the Peddler and the Crow. It is a rhodochrosite bracelet. I made this myself. I got these little beads. They are kiwi jasper. I got them at Michael's and made a bracelet out of them. This I got at a gem and mineral show. It is fluorite, but the bracelet itself was actually blessed by John of God. I've talked about him on another video. I told you guys that I got that fluorite ring at that one shop that we go to once a year. There's also a bead store that we go to once a year up there, and these 3 came from the bead store. Like we just buy the string of beads and then make bracelets out of them later. So this is, I think it's gossular garnet. It's a green garnet. This one is chrysoprase, and this is smoky quartz. This is what I got this year when we went. And then I have this amethyst. I think the beads were purchased at Michael's, and I made an amethyst bracelet. Now we'll move on to pendants, and we're coming to the end of this. So right here is a rhodochrosite pendant. It's not something I actually wear. I have worn it, but I don't wear it much. And the only reason I own it is because I broke it while I was working at Compass Rose, and I wasn't gonna have, like, my boss lady would have told me it's fine, but she paid for that. So I just paid the wholesale price, but I reimbursed her for her loss. So I have this piece of broken rhodochrosite now. Here is my pentacle. It is copper. There was a local artist who would come in and sell his wares to us to sell in the shop. So I got that at Compass Rose through him. Also this tree of life, same artist. Nice copper piece. I could shine it up. Like this one has like a protective glaze on it. That's why it isn't tarnished. Like the back of it kind of is, but I like patina on copper, so I'm cool with it. This piece was given to me by a witchy sister. It's one of those diffusers, and it reminded me of the flower of life. And I was going to buy one, but she just gave me one, so that was very sweet. Here is a cocoxanite pendant, and I believe I got that at Compass Rose. It looks, if you look at it, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up at all, but it looks like ametrine. Amethyst and citrine mixed together, and it is that, but it's more than that. There's more going on. There are other minerals in there, so cocoxanite. Here is one of my favorite pieces. It is a piece of quartz with the flower of life etched in the surface. I wear it all the time, love it. My husband got this for me. I saw it online and fell in love, and he got it for me. This piece was bought in a little gift shop. It's just a agate amethyst geode slice, all of those things. And I have put just a piece of metal on it so that I can wear it. I wear it as a pendant. I often wear this piece as an earring, but I also often wear it as a pendant. It is obviously amethyst. I love how it goes down to almost clear in the bottom. It has an iolite at the top. one of my favorite pieces. I just love it. Here is a tangerine aura quartz. It is one of what I call the alchemical stones. It has metal bonded to the surface to give it this finish and give it different properties. I just quickly wrapped it with some copper wire so I could wear it. This is one of my all-time favorite pieces. I wear it all the time. It is my labradorite piece. I got this for 20 bucks out at an open air market. It's so ornate and I just love everything about it. This is a piece that, it's one of those that come with the little card that tells you about it. So it's supposed to be linked to Metatron. That's the main reason I bought it. The bulk of this is Demorterite. Another main reason I bought it, because I love Demorterite. And then it's got blue and pink tourmaline on it as well. This was purchased at a Pagan Pride one year. This is a piece, originally it was just the raven. I have added this aqua aura marble on there. I did this years and years ago. I bought this at Planetware, the sister store to Compass Rose where I worked. I actually worked at both, but mainly Compass. For me, it is a protective amulet. Here's another very ornate piece that my husband bought me. It is blue topaz and Larimar, and I love it. It is a little more ornate than I would normally wear, and I cannot wear this chain. I have to do something about that. If you notice, you'll notice that it's all cording all the time because I have that metal allergy and I cannot wear metal on my neck. I break out. So I'm going to have to try to figure out how I'm going to do this. And if it doesn't work out, I mean, he won't mind. He's already told me just pop all the stones out and do something else with them. I don't know. I'll try to figure it out, but I haven't actually worn it yet because I can't. I love this piece. It's so beautiful. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Larimar. Here is my Orgonite pendant. It's Metatron's cube in there. And this was given to me by my soul sister who named me, she who walks between the worlds. She bought one for my husband, herself, and me. So that's a treasured piece. This is just a donut of moss agate that I have tied on a ribbon so that I can wear it. Here we have a piece of jade. All the beads are jade. The pendant is jade. It has broken at one point. I glued it back together. I don't care. I love this piece. I love the spiral made of jade. The energy of this is beautiful. I got both pieces at Compass Rose. Here is Craziolite, maybe. It's green amethyst. It was purchased for me by my husband at a Pagan Pride one year. This is one of my newest acquisitions. It is a piece of apatite that my husband got me for our anniversary or my birthday this year. I can't remember. They're right beside each other. Of course, some more rhodochrosite because it is a stone that I adore. This was purchased at Compass Rose. This was purchased, actually, we have a local flea mall, and sometimes witchy shops will come and go from the flea mall. So this was purchased out there, and I love it. It's this delicate little rose quartz, and I don't know if y'all are going to be able to see that, but the little marble of rose quartz rolls around inside the setting. I don't know, something about it. I wear it as an earring often, but I also wear it as a pendant. Here is a piece of Amazonite. I adore Amazonite. This was purchased for me out at the Peddler and the Crow, and again, it was probably going to be Yule or my birthday because we only get to go there a couple times a year. This was purchased at Compass Rose. It is amber. I love it. It's one of my favorite pieces. I love the setting. I love everything about this thing. Here's a piece of Larimar that my husband ordered for me online. I think the little stones around it are supposed to be turquoise, but they look like dyed howlite to me. This piece was actually purchased at that flea mall as well, but not from a witchy shop. There's this guy that sets up out there and he's got all kinds of weird stuff. Just average old dude from the South, but he sells moldavite out there. I don't know why. So this, yeah, is my moldavite pendant. Here is my crackled fire agate pyramid that I have put a little bail on so that I can wear it. This is a return to sender zone. Anybody is sending me any kind of junk, I can put this on and it is automatically thrown right back at them and diverted away from me. It works beautifully every time. Love this crystal. So a bunch more that I made myself. This is a rhodochrosite that I attached a bail to. Here is a Tibetan black quartz that I attached a bail to. This is an African turquoise that I attached a bail to. My sardonyx, I attached a bail to that. I love it so much. Here's a piece of prehnite that I put a little bail on, and here's a blue lace agate that I put a little bail on. And This way, I mean, they're just stones that I glued a bail on using jewelry glue so that I can wear them as pendants or earrings or whatever. This is a fire and ice quartz. You can tell because it's all the crackling inside, and I wanted to wear it. So I quickly took some of my copper wire and I wrapped it, and so I can wear it as a pendant now. I have to admit it's a bit cumbersome. So, you know, you don't want to be running around doing chores around the house wearing this thing. But, you know, once in a while, it's nice. This is my rose quartz mala that I got at the Peddler and the Crow one year for Yule. I use this as a Sith bottle. So inside of this, I have a scroll that has the words that you say when you practice Sith. And it has stones and herbs that correspond with those words. So love, forgiveness, gratitude, that kind of thing. So for me, when I'm wearing this, I am practicing Sith all the time, even if I'm not actually consciously doing it. And then there's my pouches, my medicine bags. So this one is, the pendant on here is a man and a woman in a Celtic knot. And that is a representation of my husband and myself, of God and Goddess, that kind of thing. Right now there are actually crystals in there. I was wearing it until recently. This is the one I normally wear, but sometimes I want to wear bigger crystals or more crystals than fit in here, so I come to this. And then this one is one that one of the daughters of the woman who owned the shop I worked at made, and I just think it's really cute. A little crocheted medicine bag. That's adorable. Basically, that's it. That's my jewelry collection. I don't think I forgot anything, but it's hard. I mean, I probably did, but basically that's it. And like I said, it's taken me a long time to accumulate. There were a lot of gifts in there, and I have never hid the fact that I am a collector witch, but I do wear all of this jewelry and I love all of it. It has a good home. So I hope that wasn't too long. I hope I didn't bore you. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, much love and gratitude.